Hey all, Question Zelda. Haven't been on in a very long time, at least to me. So I thought today I might come on and say how's it going, what's up, how are you? And today I want to talk about something. I'm actually going to talk about Zelda, oddly enough, because I haven't talked about that in a while. Today I want to talk about the Happy Mask Salesman from Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and Legend of Zelda and Majora's Mask. I know he's in another game. I don't recall off the top of my head which one. It's like Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages. It's one of those two that he's in. I'm not talking about him in that one. I'm only talking about him in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. So if you do end up leaving a comment or whatever about the Oracle one, I don't care. I'm not talking about that one. Not that he's not cool in that one. I'm just not talking about that one. Okay, and what I want to talk about is how freaky this guy is. And I mean, he is freaky. Now, I will be posting a link of what he looks like in the description in case you've never seen him, in case you don't know what he is, whatever. There'll be a couple pictures. Make sure you go look it up. Now, the first thing I want to mention is him in Ocarina of Time, and I'll set it up for you. You start playing Ocarina of Time, and you need to go to the Goron Mountain to rescue the Gorons from starving. You need to go rescue them from starving. I forgot for a second. And you go rescue them from starving, and to do that, you need to go there, come back, get a note from Princess Zelda saying, hey, he's the hero, he can go save you, whatever, ha ha ha. And then the guard asks you a favor. He says, can you go get that key something mask from the new Happy Mask town shop that just opened? And since we have to go back there anyways to get a good deal on a shield, why not head back there? So we head back there, get into the Happy Mask salesman shop, and lo and behold, there is the creepy mask salesman. And I call him creepy mask salesman because he's creepy as fuck. So we go in there and he's like, well, you can be a salesman of happiness. All you gotta do is sell the mask and bring the money back to me. So we do that, bring the money back to him. He's really scared if you don't bring the right money back to him though. He's like, what have you done with my money? And it's freaky. And once you finish all 4 trade items, you get 4 masks that you can use. You can use the Gerudo mask, correct, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, the Goron mask, and the Zora mask, along with the Mask of Truth. And these masks really don't mean nothing right now. They really mean nothing right now. God, that was bad English. They mean nothing right now, but fast forward into Majora's Mask. Now, when you get into Majora's Mask, the first thing that happens is you get turned into a Deku shrub. And you run into the Happy Mask salesman who says if you can retrieve his mask for him, he will turn you back into a human. Not fine, whatever. I'm not human, Hylian, my bad. But fine, whatever. Now, before I go any further with this, I want to comment on something. First, uh, in Ocarina of Time, you're in Hyrule. In Majora's Mask, you're in Terminia. I can't remember what it is right now. I'm not looking it up. You're in that one, and that's fine. But nobody in Hyrule and nobody in that one has heard of each other. They have never heard of each other, and I find that odd. I mean, not that far of a stretch, because I mean Zelda and Majora's Mask, but the Happy Mask salesman is there, and that's what I'm finding odd. Because the Happy Mask salesman isn't any different, whatever. He's just traveling to find masks, and he somehow manages to fall down this giant hole as well as Link and be there. That's number one. So number one, we've got a stalker. Number two, I personally feel that the Happy Mask salesman is a serial killer. And this will be important later on. But I think I have a picture of him. I'd have to look again. If I don't, I'm sorry. I'll try to find one. But of him with his masks in the beginning, and you see these masks that are screaming and in pain, and okay, that's fine. We all have sick taste sometimes. I'm into garden gnomes, whatever. But, so I'll come back to that. Just keep that in mind. The screaming mask. Keep that in mind. It's important. So you go and you get your ocarina back. Your ocarina time. You go through all this shit. You get your ocarina back. And once you get the ocarina back, he teaches you the Song of Healing, and the mask falls off your face, and it's now just a mask that you can put on and take off at will, become a Deku shrub. Okay, that's fine. Nothing really iffy about that. I mean, whatever. So then you go to the swamp, you rescue the monkey and the princess doing their little jig in the swamp, and then you come back and you go to, where do you go next? Yeah, you go save the Gorons next, in the snow valley, whatever. So you go save the Gorons, and it's kind of freaky. You go get the Lens of Truth, and then you come back and you see Darunia his name. I'm not good with names. But you see his ghost, you follow him back to his grave, and then you get his mask. How do you get his mask? You play the Song of Healing, and you get his human, like it is his face, and you turn into him. And you may not think anything of that, like whatever, he's a dead guy. But he had to die for you to get that mask, and you had to play the Song of Healing. How did the Happy Mask Salesman get all of his masks? And it makes me wonder if he's been like killing people and then taking them by playing the Song of Healing. But the Goron guy's already dead, right? It's not a big deal, right? Okay, fine. So we do all that, and then we go to the Zora realm, right? And we rescue the... Oh, I can't remember his name. Mikau... What is his name? We've already established. I don't do names. But, so we find him, and we play the Song of Healing, and then he dies. And we get his mask. Is anybody else seeing where I'm going with this? Something has to die for you to get their mask to transform into them. They cannot live while you have their mask. Happy Mask Salesman has a bunch of screaming masks. The Happy Mask Salesman is a serial killer, and he's following people around and taking their souls, or I don't know what he's taking, but he's killing them to get it. Hey, Legend of Zelda, we got a serial killer, and I just really wanted to point that out because that just kind of freaks me out a little bit. And I really didn't think about it until I started thinking, like, why am I wearing a dead guy's mask? And you are. Majora's Mask is a very dark game, and I may touch upon that later, but I just thought I'd share with you the serial killer of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, and he is. And, I mean, that may not be enough proof for you, but it is for me, because he's got, the Happy Mask Salesman follows Link, first of all. He's got creepy masks that look exactly like other people in the games. You have to kill something to get him out, which kind of makes Link a serial killer, not to mention. But you have to kill things to get the mask. And it's a little weird. It is a little weird. I've already written about this in my blog, so go ahead, read that, see what proof I have there. Pictures will be in the description below. Let me know if you want me to talk about anything.